Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are doing well, right? So today in this video we are going to cover the exercise which is given in your reader. Okay. So the last chapter which we saw in the last video about the Gopal and the hill service, right? So the exercise which is given over here, right? The question answers are given. So we will discuss this question answer. As of now, you don't have to write this. Okay. We will write the question answers in the workbook. Okay. So let's see what is given first one over here. So why did the king want no more talk about the Hilsa fish? So why the king doesn't want any more talk about the Hilsa fish? Because he was tired of the listening about Hilsa fish everywhere. Okay, in the palace, in the market, in the like you can say the any street and everywhere. It was the time for Hilsa fish, and everyone used to talk about the Hilsa fish. So we'll see the answer. It was the season of Hilsa fish, and everyone was so obsessed that they could not resist themselves from talking about Hilsa fish. Everyone around the king was talking about Hilsa fish. This infuriated the king, so he didn't want anyone to talk about the Hilsa fish. Means here it was the season for the Hilsa fish. Everyone was talking about Hilsa fish, and the king was listening only about the Hilsa fish everywhere. Okay, in the palace, in the market, and around his like you can say in the town and everywhere. And this make the king so frustrated that he doesn't want to listen anything more about the Hilsa fish, right? So this is our answer number one. Now we will see number two what is given over here. So what did the king ask Gopal to do to prove that he was a clever? So here now, what is the king doing to he's telling to the Gopal to prove himself that he is a clever. Okay, so now we see the answer. Everyone around the king was talking about the Hilsa fish, right? The king asked Gopal to buy a huge Hilsa fish from the market and make sure that no one should talk to him about the fish on the entire way from the market to the palace. So now the king is, the challenging to the Gopal that everybody is talking about the Hilsa fish. You have to do such a thing that nobody should talk about the Hilsa fish. Okay, and you have to make sure that you should bring that huge Hilsa fish into the market without you can say knowing that you can say the without knowing that nobody should talk about the huge Hilsa fish. Okay, so he is proving also, okay, the Gopal is bringing that huge Hilsa fish to the market, okay, from the to the palace, okay, and from the entire way nobody is talking about the fish, but everybody is talking about the Gopal's appearance. You can say the Gopal's attire and the way he has done the half shaved, okay. He has put the ash on his faces, okay. So everybody is talking about the Gopal. So in this way, it's proving that he is a clever. So now we'll see the next one. What three things did Gopal do before he went to the buy Hilsa fish? So what are those three things which he is doing before he went to buy the Hilsa fish? Okay, so our answer is Gopal did the following three things before he went to buy the Hilsa fish. First one is got his face half shaved. Okay, he smeared the ash on his body himself. So in the on the body, you can say on the in his one part of the face, he just put the ashes. Okay, and he wore robes, means he wore very unattractive and very old kinds of clothes. Okay, he wore the clothes which were toned out. Okay, so which were you can say very unbeautiful. Okay, so he did these three things before he went to buy the Hilsa fish. Now we'll see the fourth one. How did Gopal get inside the palace to see the king after he had bought the fish? So for going inside the palace, what did he do for like moving inside the palace? Okay, he had taken the fish also in his hand. Okay, so when Gopal reached the palace, he asked the guard to meet the king one, but he was not allowed to meet the king. Okay, so he started singing and dancing in front of the palace at a loud voice to grab attention of the king. The king heard the noise and asked the men to be brought inside. So what king did, sorry, what the Gopal did, Gopal when he reached to the palace, he asked the guardian over there, you can say the guard over there, okay, to meet the king. But that guard, you can say he didn't allow it, means he ignored and he said no to the that you are not allowed to meet the king. So what king Gopal thought, he started dancing over there, he started singing over there in the from in front of the palace, okay, in such a loud noise, okay, so that everybody were looking to the Gopal also, and everybody where the king and the other courtiers and the people around the palace were looking at the Gopal. Okay, and the king heard the noise of the Gopal, and he himself told to his guard that send that person or send that man to my palace. Okay, to inside the palace. So this is the thing which Gopal did to go inside the palace. All right. So we will see the fifth one now. Explain why no one seemed to be interested in talking about the Hilsa fish which Gopal had brought. So Gopal had brought that fish in his hand, right? But nobody was interested in talking about this fish. Why? Because Gopal was a clever man, okay, and he has used his mind. He has used the tricks that he has been such a weird types of clothes. He has changed his attire only. Okay, he has done half shaved. He half shaved his face. Okay, so we'll see the answer here that Gopal was a clever man. He used his presence of mind, dressed himself in a rag, smeared ash on his half-shaven face and body to divert the attention of the people from the fish he bought. People were more interested in his appearance than the fish. So here, Gopal was very clever man, very wise man, right? He used his mind, okay, and he dressed in such a way that everybody were interested in looking at Gopal, but not at the fish. So in this way, nobody was interested to talk about the Hilsa fish. Now we will see the true false. You can say the given over there after the question answers. So which is the first one? The king has lost his temper easily. This is true, right? The king has lost his temper because he was frustrated by only talking about the Hilsa fish, right? Then Gopal was a madman. Gopal was a madman? No, he was not a madman. So this is wrong. Gopal was a clever man. Yes, this is true that Gopal was a clever man. Then the next one. Gopal was too poor to afford decent clothes. Was the Gopal very poor that he cannot afford a decent clothes, very good type of clothes is wrong, right? This is wrong. And the last one, the king got angry when he was shown to be wrong. So here, the king got angry when it was shown that he is wrong, right? The Gopal is right. Gopal has proved himself that he is a clever and wise man. So this is also wrong. So our first one is true, second is false, third one is true, and fourth and fifth one is wrong. So this you have to do in your reader. Now we'll see the next one, which is given working with language. Okay, so here they are telling you that notice how in a comic book there are no speech marks when characters stop. Instead, what they say is put in a speech bubble. However, if we wish to repeat or report what they say, we must put it into a reported speech. So here they are saying, in comic book there is no paras given and there is no speech mark given. Okay, so means whatever the conversation is given between two people or group of people, it is always put in a bubble. Okay, as we saw in the chapter also, the conversation was given in the bubble. That sentences were given in the bubble, right? So what if we want to convert that things into the reported speech? So what we will do here? So here we have to convert the sentences into the reported speech. Okay, the first one is done for us. Okay, the example is given over here. So see how we have to do. So first one, how much did you pay for that Hilsa? So the woman asks that the man how much he had paid for that Hilsa. So here what they are doing, they are converting this sentence into the reported speech. Okay, so again we will do the second one. See, why is your face half shaven? So who has asked this question? Gopal's wife. Okay, the starting lines words are given over here. So Gopal's wife asked him. So him is used for the Gopal. Okay, so Gopal's wife asked him why his face was half shaven. Then third one, I accept the challenge, Your Majesty. Gopal told the king that he accepted the challenge. Then the next one, I want to see the king. So Gopal told the guards that he wanted to see the king. And the last one, bring the man to me at once. The king ordered to the guard that to bring the man to him at once. So this is about working with language. Now we will see the next one. Okay, so question number 2, there are some words given. Okay, these words you have to find out from the dictionary, and you have, by using this words, okay, you have to make your own sentence. Okay, so this you have to do on your own. This is your homework. Okay, this words like challenge, mastic, comical, courtier, and smearing. This word you have to find out from the dictionary, and you have to write the meanings. And by using this word, you have to make the own sentences. Okay, so you will see now what is given on the next page about picture reading. So here, one more thing is given. Okay, one more, you can say, the picture is given in the words which are spoken by the stag. Okay, stag is a one kind of a male deer. Now we will look at this picture and we will read the text aloud. Okay, so stag by the side of a pond. Okay, so it's you can say the passing the side of a pond. How beautiful my horns are. So he's looking his horns in the pond. Okay, and he's like feeling very appreciated and feeling very happy that my horns are very beautiful. But my legs are so thin and ugly. But when he's looking at his leg and he's saying my legs are very thin. Okay, they are very ugly. Hunters run for your life. So suddenly the hunters are coming and they hunters are coming and the stag is running because he wants to save his life. Otherwise the hunter would caught him, or hunter would, like, you can kill with the gun also. Okay, so here, let me hide somewhere. So now the stag is trying to hide somewhere. Okay, so this branch is, oh no, so when he's trying to hide somewhere, okay, he's near to the one of the tree where there are branches. So his branches is you can say the his head got stuck into the branches. Due to this branches, his horns were getting stuck into the branches. Okay, and they are too close. Get out of here. So they were about to reach. Okay, the hunters were about to reach, and he is trying to save himself. The deer is trying to save himself. Okay, now he is running from there and is saying that I was proud of my horns. They could have caused my death. I was ashamed of my legs. They saved me. So here the deer is feeling very proud because due to his horns, because because of his horns he got stuck in the tree. His horns got stuck in the branches, but he is very feeling very ashamed. Okay, because he was feeling very ashamed that my legs are very thin and they are very ugly. But he is feeling happy also because just because of his legs he has saved his own life. Okay, because he is able to run and he just moved out from that branch and from that tree, and he just went from there, and in this way he has saved his own life. Okay, so here now we'll see some questions are given over here. Okay, so we have to read those questions, and we have to, by looking at this picture, we have to answer this question. Okay, so what is first one given over here? Where is the stag and what he is doing? Okay, second one. So here is the answer given over here. The stag is standing by the side of a pond. Okay, and what he is doing, the stag is about to drink water when he saw his reflection in his pond. So here we already saw in the photo that the stag is going is near the pond, right? Stag is near the pond and he is passing from there. Okay, and he was about to supposed to drink water. Okay, he was about to drink the water, but he is seeing the reflection of his own horns and his legs. Okay, and he's like, you can say, the talking about his horns and about his legs. Now we'll see the next one. So, does he like his antlers, horns? Does he like his horns? Yes, he finds them very beautiful, right? Does he like his legs? No, right? The stag doesn't like his leg because his legs are thin and ugly. All right. Then why is the stag running? Now, why suddenly he started running? Because he saw the hunters, right? So the stag is running because he is being chased by the hunters. He is running because the hunters were chasing him. Okay, the hunters were running behind the chase means to run behind the something. Okay, so the hunter were running behind the stag. Then, is he able to hide in the bushes? So, is he the stag is able to hide in the bushes? So no, he is not able to hide in the bushes because his thorns got stuck in the bushes or stones got stuck in the branches, right? Then next one is given, why are the hunters, where are the hunters now? So the hunters are just behind the stake. So the hunters were running behind the stake and they are behind the stake. Then are they closing, are they closing in on the stake? So are they are able to close, about to, you can say, the close the stake? No. Yes, they are closing in on the stake. Okay. And is the stake free? The stake was able to run fast because of his leg and is free now. So now the stake is able to free, means वो वहाँ से free हो गया because because of his leg he is able to run and he has just moved, and he has just run very fastly from the, you can say, the fast from the and very quickly from the hunter. And what does the stake say about his horns and about and his legs? So what is the stake saying about his horn and about his legs? The stake says that he was proud of his horns, but he would have been killed because of them. He was ashamed of his legs, but they saved his life. Now the stake is feeling very proud for his horns, because just because of his horns, he might have killed himself. No, he might have been killed by the hunters. Okay, and just because of his legs, he is feeling very ashamed because he doesn't like his legs, and those legs only has saved his life, because just because of his legs he is able to run very fastly and he is able to move from there. So now basis on this, all the, you can say, the points are given, we have to make one story over here. Okay, and we have to write a story. Okay, so we can make the story in this way, right? That there was a stag, he lived in a jungle. Okay, one day he went to drink water in a pond and he saw his reflection in the pond. He felt proud of his beautiful antlers. Then he saw his legs. He was upset because they were thin and ugly. Suddenly there were hunters behind him. The stag ran to save his life. He wanted to hide in the bushes but couldn't as his antlers were stuck in them. He found the hunters just behind him. He ran for his life and was finally saved. At the end, he realized that he was feeling proud of his antlers, but he would have been killed because of them. He felt ashamed of his legs, but was able to save his life ultimately because of them. The title is The Stag and His Beautiful Horns. So, in this way, by using these points, we have to make a small story and we have to give one title for this. So, this is about the stag and the picture which we saw. We wrote the answers. Now we'll see the last exercise which is given over here, which is about, we have to complete this word letter. Okay, and we have to find out the answer which is the clue given downside. Okay, so here you can see the first word and the last word is given in all the numbers, right? Now we have to read the clues and we have to find out the answer. We will read along with the answer. Okay, so here first one, mother will be very dash if you don't go to school. So here our first answer is crows. Okay, you can see the C is given and the last word S is given, so answer is crows. Then second one, as soon as he caught sight of the teacher, Mohan started writing. So that second one you write over here, SIGHT, side. Okay, then you will see the third one. Okay, how do you like my teeny kitchen garden? Big enough for you, is it? So this is third one which you have to write over here. Alright, then we'll see the fourth one. My youngest sister is now a dash old. Okay, my youngest sister is now a year old, means 1 year old. Okay, so here you have to write over here vertically. Okay, then fifth one, standing on the roof, he saw children playing on the road. So fifth one also you have to write over there horizontally. Okay, then sixth one, don't make such a fuss, nothing will happen. So that we will write vertically. Sixth one over here you can see. And the last one, which is don't cross the street till the green light comes on. So this is last one which we'll write over here. So this is your today's homework which you have to complete in your reader, okay? And there is one question which you have to find out the meanings of those words, and you have to make the sentence on your own, okay? That you have to do on your own. And I hope you understood this exercise very well about this chapter, okay? So complete this in your reader and show me the homework on time, okay? And you can read this comic story again, okay? And both the stories which is given in the beginning of the chapter and at the end of the chapter, which we saw over here, right? This one about the stag and his horns, okay? Understand it very well and underline words which you are finding very difficult or not able to understand it, and find out the meanings of those words and complete the work which is given today, okay? Okay, so as of now we are doing up to this much, and we'll see in the next video about the next thing which we'll see and which we'll study, okay? So students, please stay home, stay safe, and complete the work which is given by all the teachers. Thank you.